like I said, there's been a lot of debate around how we make it better, how we make it more aligned with the popular vote. I'm not a believer. I think we've had this system for 300 years, and I guess after 300 years, it's time for change. There's no way in hell that Republicans are going to go all the way to a popular vote because they know they would lose every time. So I think, like I said, I think we have to have a fix somewhere in the middle. And I think our fix that we're advocating for here at the Fowler Show, you can check out the piece. I also wrote this piece for ebony.com. Check it out. It's on there. Is by congressional district allocations, right? So right now, to go on to where we started from yesterday, right now, there's no incentive for candidates to go to safe blue states like North Carolina, like New Jersey on the Democratic side, or Tennessee on the Republican side. If electors were appropriated by congressional district, that would change. Republicans might go to New York. Republicans also might go to Illinois. Democrats would go to Tennessee because they want to get votes out of Memphis. Democrats would also go to Texas because they would want to get votes out of Dallas, Austin, Houston. They would go to Atlanta. They would go to Georgia so they can get votes out of Atlanta. This would be harder campaigns, no question. But I think this would allow both parties to have conversations with American people they don't choose to have a conversation with. Case in point, you never saw Donald Trump in an urban area in America at all. He didn't even go to New York. This would at least force him to go to a place like Staten Island. With that being said, you also never saw Hillary Clinton in rural areas. This type of system would have forced Hillary Clinton to go to places like East Lansing, Michigan, and having a conversation with them. Here's the bottom line, is that the election results for this year is in the books, folks. Donald Trump will be our president for the next 4 years. And rather than revolting against the Electoral College in a hope to block Donald Trump, we should instead be looking for a process that will make our country better in the future. We are, and this I'm talking to millennials, we are America's next best, greatest generation. We will be the next greatest generation, just like our great-grandparents. And now it's prudent upon us to really think about how we make this country better and how we create a system where every voter truly has a voice. Because I would argue that the voter in Memphis, Tennessee doesn't have a voice, just like the voter in Staten Island, New York doesn't have a voice in the presidential election because their voice really doesn't matter, right? Like, so if I am a Democrat and I live in the District of Columbia, or I'm a Republican and live in the District of Columbia, my vote doesn't matter. It doesn't really count because Donald Trump or, the Democrats are going to win. Same as if I am a Republican in Springfield. It doesn't matter if I vote for Donald Trump or not because Cook County and the Chicago suburbs are so liberal and so blue that they're going to, the whole state's going to go for the Democrats, right? Or it doesn't matter if I am a voter in Mobile, Alabama, even though that's a very liberal part of the state, my vote doesn't count because we know the state's going to go red. So if we were to proportion our electors by congressional district, this would give everybody more voice. And it would really live up to what we say a democracy is. One person, one vote. Your vote gets silenced, depending upon where you are, unless you're in a battleground state where your vote counts 2 times, right? So when I mean 2 times, I mean functionally. I mean, like, in the grand scheme of things, your vote counts twice versus, a voter from another party in a red state or in a blue state or vice versa. So this is how I think we fix it. Is it going to take time? Absolutely. Are we going to have to work at it? Yes. Are we going to have to work across the aisle to make this a reality? Absolutely we are. But I think that we have ground here, folks. We have some ground. We have 2 states that already do it, Nebraska and Maine. And I think this is the opportunity. Millennials, over the next 4 years, are going to be a little chaotic. But we thrive in chaos because we were born in chaos. We went to college during times of chaos, during a big recession. And now we're going to be forced to deal with 4 years of a president that a lot of us didn't vote for. So we have a choice. We can sit outside the system and moan about it, or we can get involved and work on trying to fix it. Let's work on trying to fix it for our generation and for our children. Here's the thing. The baby boomers fixed the system for them, And the system works for them. It doesn't work for us. So now it's time for us to take the bull by the horns and start to fix it for ourselves. Just my 2 cents. It's just my 2 cents. But here's the thing. If we decide to do nothing, then we'll be moaning for the next 30 years. Now we should be doing something. We will be the largest voting bloc. We're 40% of the electorate. More than baby boomers and Gen Xers and the greatest generation. So let's get involved, let's get engaged, and let's change the system!